in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers. The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter MAIVIA. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu MAIVIA wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter MAIVIA isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. MAIVIA would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter MAIVIA was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, MAIVIA knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter MAIVIA also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter MAIVIA as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter MAIVIA, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter MAIVIA, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter MAIVIA properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter MAIVIA.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
keep an eye on MAIVIA because MAIVIA is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
MAIVIA carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steel.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter MAIVIA taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because MAIVIA is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
They're showing blatant disregard for their opponent into the cage. Oh, what a headbutt.
The High Chief Peter MAIVIA really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, MAIVIA is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Something bad is coming his way, and he has no clue.
That holds Peter MAIVIA back.
Peter MAIVIA sensed that was coming. Ooh, headbutt from the rear.
Oh, look at this. Headbutt! George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter MAIVIA. When you consider that MAIVIA is also an excellent high flyer and a great tech.
Going head-to-head, putting each other to the test.
Ooh! Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Bam!
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. Down on the windpipe.
Oh, man,
He's got him down for the pin here. Kick out at one.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Some folks call Peter MAIVIA the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are up. And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
Targeting the arm, holding on for dear life.
able to punch his way out.
Not a good spot to be in.
Targeting the throat there.
Into the pin. Could be over for MAIVIA. He gets the kick out after the one.
Refusing to give up even an inch of ground as this match continues.
And into the corner he goes.
Gets lifted into position. Gets slammed down. Peter MAIVIA very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the MAIVIA name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal. George clearly wants a fight here.
To the face. Had that one telegraphed.
Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oh, man.
In position. He's painting a bullseye on him. The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter MAIVIA Before, when it was against the rules, the High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, MAIVIA is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Just a beat down. Oh, he flips that around. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between MAIVIA and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Biting the hand? Good grief! That's a bit absurd.
Peter MAIVIA turns that around. George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, MAIVIA is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
MAIVIA just dominated the animal with that one.
2 count, and a kick out at 2.
Almost inhuman at this point.
MAIVIA has Steel in his sights, looking to put the animal down once and for all.
Kick to the gut creates separation.
Both superstars setting up again.
Oh, what a backbreaker.
Man, just ugly impact. No way Steel's coming back from that.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter MAIVIA!
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter MAIVIA.
George Steel is one tough animal, but the way MAIVIA faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.